tried to escape destiny, only to meet the same end. And now, here you are, no different.
But the person you met today is someone who has rewritten their destiny.
Well then, I'll offer you my sympathy, Hunter. As far as I know, there's only one way to rewrite destiny. Give up your true desires and stop walking your own path. In doing so, your destiny will indeed change, and you may even sway the... But from that moment on, you will have killed yourself, alive in...
This is the price we're willing to pay to defy destiny. Not everyone chooses. Everyone has the power to see the world as it is, and to bear that weight. This is the true meaning of sacrifice.
I admire your... That's enough talk. Stand down, Hunter. You can't stop that strike.
I won't let you get away with this.
Oh, really? How did the Harmony succeed in spreading its cancer across the universe?
Though she wasn't my true companion, that cremator left me with a spark of her flame. I never trusted you. During our journey together, I planted it on you. And now, I'll let it reignite. It can burn away a thread of thought with ease.
Impressive. But do you really think you can get ahead of me?
If I can't, I still won't run away. If that strike is inevitable, I'll be the only one who dies in this nightmare.
Your courage shines like... Paradise shall fall into this world of sorrow, and once dawn breaks, it will shatter in the light of day. Come forth and present yourself. I permit you, with mortal hands, to bring forth the Great One. The swarm will again devour all things, and fill the hearts of the lost with terror. Someone must cast down rage in their stead. All that lives will one day die.
Even so, I will still do as I've always done, and pray that I can stay alive. I can do it. Right?
But death will come because you, out of all people, are the foremost in seeking life.
Your last confession took me by surprise, Mr. Gopherwood. No, I suspect there was never any chrysalis of extinction from the swarm disaster to begin. What exists in Oak Manor is nothing but a disguise. The only thing hidden within...
True. I never unraveled the secrets of the propagation.
But if a Pathstrider of the same origin as the swarm were to be deceived by tuning...
Very well, child. Do what you must. Perhaps I was never without choice, merely too entangled with the fear I should become a watchmaker too. The harmony I seek has but one note, repeating endlessly. Life, too, has its time.
We did it. He faded. Is that... How... did you...
Death comes for us all, eventually.
I'm starting to hate how powerless I am. How I wish that I had some way to comfort you right at this moment. Oh, don't worry, that was all. She had almost reached her demise, yet she survived. He lured a Glamoth Iron Cavalry to face a Stellaron after years of plotting. Though everything Firefly had learned since entering the dream was true, they were only truths that the Dream Master wanted her to see. And that is often regarded as the highest form of deception. The Stellaron answered Firefly's desire to keep living. In response, it was confined within the dream. Even a Stellaron could not truly revive the swarm disaster. The Dream Master's actions could only evoke fear in those already dreaming. Yet this swarm was frighteningly real when you consider the next steps of his plan. Enna's dream had enveloped the entire star system, which meant the swarm disaster would the propagation would awaken the most primal fears in all dreamers. Through their cries, the path of order would be sustained, until the entire cosmos drowned in a singular... You engaged in a decisive battle with Sunday at the Penacony Grand Theater afterward. He had, without question, become... But you showed no fear, and gave it your all in your fight against him. And you emerged victorious with the help of your... Yet that battle, the setbacks, the victory, was just an illusion woven by Sunday. Enna's dream had already enveloped the entire Asdana system. It was impossible for you to beat Sunday at that time. Enna's dream was so terrifying that even memo keepers could not act freely in it. Fortunately, we sought out Acheron first, and she lent us a helping hand. That allowed us to take action and try waking people one by one. Indeed. Don't forget that. Even within the sweet dream, there were still many people at that moment. You too would face a similar deathmatch. Being woken up by Black Swan was a watershed moment. Due to the existence of Enna's dream, your memories from that point onward can no longer be viewed from the same perspective as before. It's not that they're not real enough. Things always look different when viewed from different angles. Ever thought about whether we've truly seen our authentic... And from that moment forth, I would also know your memories belong to you alone at the end of the day. Destiny only allows me to intervene this far. However, how your memories manifest is... People can't dream of things they've never seen before. It's just like your actions at this very moment. Firefly, me, the Stellaron Hunters, this entire world. We're all waiting for you to reach that moment. I can hardly tell if this is nervousness or excitement. Go and write a prelude to memories once more. From within the ashes of time, You must reignite destiny. This way, darling.
Not another one. Thank you so much, Black Swan.
Finally, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
I understand you must be confused, and will do our best to shed light on the situation. However, this place is the rift between dream and reality. A place.
Do you remember Sunday's ambitious plan? He intended to harness the power of the Stellaron, the collective.
Unfortunately, it didn't stop there. From the early days of our journey into Asdana, we were already affected by the Stellaron. That strange dreamscape where we met. Maybe it was a sign that your thoughts were beginning to drift away. I don't think the goal of the Order was to put people think they are awake.
Stay calm.
I bet that even if I don't resist, you'd still... Time to get down to business, cowboy.
You're okay. Me too.
Quite the fateful encounter we have here, friend. Seems you're also a light sleeper. I'll send you some of the IPC's sleep aids one of these days.
Unfortunately, we need to stay awake right now rather than sleep. We're still nowhere near capable of breaking free from Enna's dream. Let me break the bad news first. The enemy we're up against isn't just Sunday anymore. The Dream Master has awakened the swarm disaster within the sweet dream, and cast shadows into the hearts of all dreamers through Enna's dream. The primal fear taking root in people's hearts had the path of order is gradually being restored. And this...
Specifically, he's just one step away from becoming an Eon. The IPC starships converged here at an opportune moment, and the power of the preservation seeped into the sweet dream.
With the IPC around, the cosmos doesn't need a second order.
But it doesn't make much of a difference for us. Sunday's true form has broken free from the dreamscape, becoming as vast as an Eon.
Indeed. Forget about stopping.
The key still lies in Enna's dream. Fear and sweet dreams. He relies on these two lies to gather the dreamers' shared wishes. He's still just a false god who barely managed to ascend. If we can wake people up and break Enna's dream, but the current sweet dream is extremely complex. Miss Black Swan, could you please explain the rest of it? My memory isn't the best after.
Time is of the essence, so I'll cut to the chase. There are 3 layers to the dreamscape trapping us. First, there's Enna's dream controlled by Sunday. It wove a beautiful illusion for every dreamer, making them flounder in it. Second, there's the primordial dreamscape, which includes Dreamflux Reef. The swarm disaster is manifesting again in the Oak Dream within this layer, and is continuously empowering the Order through an endless stream of fear. Third, there's the 12 hours established by the family. This layer was the first to merge with reality and is itself forget about winning. We need to cross all 3 layers of the dreamscape before we can even face Sunday again. Unfortunately, we're still in the first layer, which is Enna's dream. Although we've regained our sense of self to destroy it, we must. Humans yearning for sweet illusions border. Therefore, I carefully selected a moment where however, to wake up everyone.
But we can't just stay here and do nothing.
This is the first step of our plan.
However, looks like the Jade Abacus of Allying Oath will be the only solution.
No need for that. Keep your once-in-a-lifetime treasure. We don't need to bother the Cienjo Alliance for such a tiny request. You want thousands of people with unwavering free will? That's easy. Just leave it to us Galaxy Rangers. Do you know what it is, Acheron?
It's the relic I returned to you.
Exactly. Its owner must have told you that it's meaningless to anyone other than a Galaxy Ranger, and that it can only fulfill its purpose because it's a burial artifact, worthy only of a hero who has served the Galaxy Rangers with honor. When its light illuminates the universe, it means the fall of a hero, and countless meteors will streak across the sky. Those meteors are Galaxy Rangers, coming from all corners of the cosmos, driven by a shared heart. The shooting stars of the hunt only descend on the longest night. But we've stayed silent for far too long. Now, it's time to remind all the cowards, oppressors, and villains of the universe of our presence. I'll be the one to ignite the first spark.
This should be enough to delay his ascension to godhood. As for the foundation of Enna's dream, it would take an immense power to shake it in an instant.
I think...
So, even if it is just a counterfeit god,
perhaps it's not about...
What about the other two dreamscape layers?
There's nothing we can do about them. They're even more dangerous. Unlike our current gathering, the dissipation of Enna's dream will take time.
exactly. Once we enter the next layer of the dreamscape, we'll be facing... It's too late. Unless another Eon enters. The Order is one of Enna's dream is no ordinary
But time is of the essence. In other words, those who only want...
Just these few people? Oh well, that'll do. Quiet down. You're just a kid yourself. It's not just Penacony. The entire...
A Stellaron hunter?
She was at the edge of the Asdana system, but she still got dragged into this mess. Just finding her nearly wiped me out.
Quite a bold investment strategy. Tell me, with such a huge risk, what kind of payoff are we talking about?
The other two layers of the dreamscape will be handled by the Stellaron Hunt. One of our associates is searching in the 12 hours for the other person chosen by the Harmony.
Oh? Miss Robin?
She broke free from Enna's dream through her own strength, and left behind a song.
It's true that some people are born strong. Their path of happiness should be forged by themselves. This includes my brother.
I see.
I agree with you, Black Swan. But to inspire them, to save...
They'll stir up something big to help break you free from the 12 hours. As for the primordial dreamscape, Sam is standing by, just waiting for you to break free from Enna's dream. Now, I'll tell you, but don't panic. She will die. She will die a second time, facing everything she wants to run away from. But her fate will be determined by you. She will help you break through the second layer of the dreamscape. Then, if you defeat Sunday and wake her from that dream, then her second death, too, will become nothing but an illusion. But if you fail, the dreamscape will ultimately merge completely.
But that still doesn't solve the fundamental problem. What about Sunday? He could wipe out...
Oh, Miss Memo Keeper. It's time for a game of recall. I once said something to you lot back in the Oak Dream. So long as my trump card remains unplayed, none will dare see the hand through to the end. And now, it's time to reveal that ace. Let me point out two mistakes. One of them is yours. Having personally been to the heartland of the Dream Master's plans, wouldn't I have already found a way to inform the IPC? The fleet it was to seed the Preservation's heart into the dream. The other mistake was Sunday's, and it was a fatal one. He should never have confiscated my cornerstone. He should have kicked me out right from the start. That's how every gamble with me goes. The moment you sat down at my table, you've already lost. A jade-colored light still sleeps deep within the dreamscape, and it does not require the presence of its owner to unleash its powers.
So what? Even the power of the 10 Stonehearts can't rattle an existence already approaching eonhood.
That's why I said the cosmos no longer needs a second order. The Dream Master's plan is indeed flawless. However, when faced with the release of the Cornerstone's powers will absorb the Dreamer's desires and offer them the Preservation's promise instead, guiding them to cry out these words. All for the Amber Lord.
Is this the IPC's real goal? To completely take back Penacony on a conceptual path level?
What, you think I'm also trampling over others' beliefs? Sorry, but that's exactly what the IPC believes in. Don't question your own ruthlessness. All that matters is profit. The new swarm disaster will end the same way as it ended before. The hammer strike will echo throughout Asdana, seizing the Order's powers on the level of paths to launch our counterattack. But a new Amber Era will not arrive because of that. Today's hammer strike is not the
I'll hold my breath and listen.
Once our plan succeeds, we can strip Sunday of his godhood, but we'll be too drained to join the battle afterward. So...
take your time to prepare. Before you head out, this grand festival is drawing to its close. This is the starting point for the ultimate stage of our journey. Are you ready? Very well. Now, please close your eyes. A glimmer of fireflies. A sigh of regret. It is because life dares to slumber that they can awaken.
Am I awake?
Sorry, Robin. It's just you. I did not wish for you to know this. Within the foundation of law, humanity establishes civilization, and through harmony.
My brother. Did you still bring the Order's sweet dream into our paradise?
Ow! You're still trying to play the family card at this hour? Your brother doesn't exist anymore. Impressive. You really woke up on your own.
Let me reiterate.
You feeling nervous? I know the feeling. You should feel nervous when going up on such a big stage for the first time.
I'm okay. I just remembered something. That's all. Miss Siobhan, why do you think birds fly?
Why are you asking that all of a sudden?
That was my response as well the first time I heard that question.
I don't know. I fly when it's time to fly, and I stop when I don't want to fly anymore. There's no reason.
It seems that your answer is really similar to mine. You've also asked me, why do I sing? The answer wasn't what I had. Stellaron fell onto my head for some reason.
I remember that story.
No. I've believed for a long time I might be extraordinary.
Then what changed?
I grew up. However, obviously he didn't give me an answer. Go and do what must be done, fool.
Oh! Did you just have a flashback? Let me check one last time. Like a bird.
Drop the sanctimonious mask. My brother. Bird and those forced to fall back to the sky and earth are each other's when a soaring bird looks down below. And when a fallen bird, perhaps they'll never truly understand each other.
Welcome to the horizon of existence. This place is one of the thousands of manifestations belonging to the sleeping and shapeless. And it's also an exit out of the nihility for the awake ones. Let's bid our final farewells here. Remember your name.
If only people could have each other.
I want everything this world.
I hope that I'll see her again after I
hope everyone can always reach. One day, those who live.
May people embrace each other.
Our hopes and dreams are in your hands now.
Hey, I've read the script. Why are you asking me? Then do your best to not fail.
It's not the time to leave your final words yet.
We all believe in you.
You need to believe in us, too.
We'll wake up together.
Why does life slumber? We don't know the answer yet, but we're about to awaken from this dream. Or perhaps such is the answer itself. It's the people who first broke free from the sweet dream. The sleeping and shapeless caught a glimpse of their desires. It was because they held on to these desires that they could dream. It was because these desires were never fulfilled that they could wake up. I think that's not entirely true. I wish people could find happiness, but I've been tainted by too much nihilism. Sometimes I can't help but think that the nihility is a proud and terrifying dream. It's brought forth not by gain or loss, but by the severing of roads, or even the loss of desire itself. Fulfilling a wish can certainly make... Indeed.
Just as every life that edges closer to death fervently approach, we must pursue that.
Before you go,
I'm glad. The answer itself.
only a name remains. A person that I... You're looking right at it. She is a hunter who treads upon the finality, destined to sacrifice. But no matter which path you and she walk, death will always be the destined finale. And are you ready? She too was here not long ago. Witness how that tiny spark of bug light broke free from the pull of the nihility.
Who were you in the past?
The scenery. Am I dead? Really dead?
Death is one step away from here. Step over this place, and you will truly embrace. Tell me.
The Moth's Iron Cavalry.
And who are you now?
A Stellaron hunter.
Then who will you become in the future?
Just an ordinary girl.
Keep walking forward. Death would suit you better.
Never. I fought tooth and nail to get where I am today, and this isn't over yet. Even if everything burns to ashes.
You should know that you couldn't become an ordinary girl, even in the last sweet dream.
Why do you think that?
Entangled in the family's conspiracy, facing the mimetic entity's blades head-on, while challenging the resurrected swarm disaster alone, armed only with the script that can peer into the future. That's more than enough cards stacked against you. Do you really think that the time you spent with him proved anything for an ordinary girl? Simple happiness.
But I used to say, all of this isn't what an ordinary girl would do.
What?
Perhaps the Dream Master was right. All the past we've left behind is already determined. All my experiences so far will still make me choose to step into danger when I face it in the future. But you misunderstood I guess it's my fault too. Being a Glamoth's Iron Cavalry and having entropy loss syndrome are more than just scars. They are a past that all the things you listed. Any ordinary girl would make the same choice I did. When faced with everything I have faced. In the darkest moments, indeed, I can't change the outcome or even the process. But I can decide.
This is just an...
Free will is mere self-deception for most people anyway. But as long as I'm not asking others to do the same, there's no shame in it for me. Every Everyone has their...
Some will never.
But no one can take away... I won't give up. Nor will I blame those who do. So, I will leave this place together with you. Even if embracing my former... The name I gave myself is Firefly. I used to think I was similar to a firefly, just a fleeting glimmer of light. But later, I realized no one would give themselves an... It was also because I thought fireflies were beautiful. Later, someone told me that my eyes don't actually work very well. Beauty, love, all our feelings stem from the flaws we were born with. Yet, I can't help it. Even though I'm sensitive to cold, and even though baking cakes is really troublesome, I'll still keep trying. I love going around looking for cute dresses, not to show off to others, but because it makes me feel good. So, I won't mind any flaws anymore. I won't fear any new scars. I'll give it my all to find what I love, and I won't let destiny... Moths don't fly to flames because they yearn for light. It's about going through the flames, igniting yourself and burning with the most intense light. My destiny won't fall into darkness. I will light up everything around me. As long as the clock keeps ticking, my dreams were always a scorched earth, where even a single new bud could never bloom. But I will still burn, and keep on burning, until light rises from the ashes! If you are the Dream Master's answer, then listen to my reply in his stead. People hold on to hope not because they have never faced inevitable death. It's precisely because we are destined to die that we hold on to the hope of wanting to change something.
Joining the battle. Prime, detonate!
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Time to reap. Where the wind whispers, you cannot hide! Darkness, charge! Darkness, charge!
Like fireflies too, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes! This is more than a battle. Move forward! Ignite! Immolate yourself in my death!
Darkness, charge! Ready to digest! Order, mutation! devouring all materials.
I shall set the seas ablaze!
Can't wait anymore.
Adjusting volcanic biomass.
Time to go on the offensive.
Darkness, charge!
Firefly, type 4, in position. Live to fight! Fight to live!
Ready to digest. Order, mutation. Executing. Scorched earth. Devouring all materials. I am the shadow. The moment of opportunity, come!
I'm on guard.
Fracture!
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Darkness, charge! Time to reap. Where the wind whispers, you cannot hide! Darkness, charge! Attack detected.
Not a scratch.
Preparing to feed. Attack detected. Executing attack!
Like fireflies to a flame, I will fight for my son until everything burns to ashes! This is more than a battle. I shall set the seas ablaze!
Darkness, charge!
Attack detected!
Executing. Scorched earth. Devouring all materials.
Lance at the ready.
Firefly, type 4, in live to fight! Fight to live!
Adjusting organic biomass. Ready to digest. Order, mutation.
Move forward! Ignite!
Darkness, charge!
I'm on guard. Defend the weak.
Order, disassemble. Recalibrating.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Sam in position. The night follows you like a shadow.
Lance at the ready.
Capturing, initiating bite. Order, mutation. Executing. Scorched earth. Devouring all materials. Joining the battle. Prime, detonate.
Like fireflies to a flame, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes! Firefly, type 4.
Darkness, charge! Fracture!
This is more than a battle. I shall set the seas ablaze!
Preparing to feed.
Attack detected.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Adjusting volcanic biomass. Time to reap. Where the wind whispers. You cannot hide! Darkness, charge!
I will claim victory for live to fight! Fight to live!
Capturing initiated bite. Order mutation. Darkness, charge! Sam in position. Executing attack! Executing. Scorched earth. Devouring all materials. The moment of opportunity comes! Fracture! Attack detected. Order disassemble!
Like fireflies to a flame, I will fight for myself until everything burns to ashes! Firefly, type 4, in position. I shall set the seas ablaze! This is more.
Darkness, charge! Ready to digest. Order mutation.
I'm on guard. Lance ablaze. Flaming lance. Forward!
Firefly, type 4, in position. Live to fight! Fight to live!
Adjusting organic biomass.
I know it's... everything's far from over.
If embracing fate is also a form of resistance,
Then
this time...
I shall embrace death!
To live is to imagine a future version of yourself. But fate is never fair. The choices people make are almost completely dictated by their past. No matter how much they try to move forward, it's the same for every path. The nihility already exists, whether you admit it or not. And nothing can ever completely escape from nihility. Most paths make people believe that this world is good. That as long as you are willing to believe, you would gain power, but that does not apply to the Nihility. The Nihility is absurd and vast. It has nothing to do with good. Be it willing or blind, the way people obtain strength from faith should come from within. This will be a tough journey. Are you still willing to return to the starting point once again?
In this way, you will reunite in the warmth of the sunlight.
May death yet end her last dream. May you guide people back to the waking world. In the coming long nights, I'm afraid you will face many setbacks and witness many tragedies.
I come to greet, I come to wine, I come to claim. I grant poison for nectar, sow in spring to reap in fall. Await wizened fruit to fill livened boughs. All for the Amber Lord.
But when you make a choice, there will be a fleeting red that reappears before you once more in that monochrome world. And then return to the waking world.
Don't worry. Even if this is doomed to fade at dawn, I won't fear waking up from this dream. Take back the right to trailblaze. For them, and for me. That's where we will all find our answers.
Mr. Sunday, it's time for you to wake up from your dream. The future of Penacony won't belong to the Order, but will be determined by human will.
The divine power of Enna, actually. So be it. It wasn't my intention anyway. Let us discern in human form the final conclusion. Did the gods create this world? Do the gods love all beings? Oh, gods. You only need to hold your tongue here and silently hearken. All life shall grow as nature intended and reach its end. This mortal world should rest in mortal hands. All the work of creation has been completed. The inevitable day has arrived. The embryo of philosophy will reshape for us all of reality! No more gods will ever stand here again. This paradise shall be forged by the King of Humankind!